Here we go. Light thoughts. Light thoughts. Oh, come on. You can't be serious. Welcome to Brown Performance's weekly video newsletter. Today's topic is going to be stop using the scale to gauge your fat loss in your fat loss journey. All too often, the majority of us, the only way we know how to gauge our progress in our fat loss journey is through this guy, the doctor scale. Or if you have a scale at home, you might be using that as well. Yes, in general, if you're overweight and you see the weight going down, there's a good chance that you're losing some body fat. However, this scale, if you're using only this, you have no idea where that fat loss is coming from. It could be water weight. It could be fat weight, which is what you want. It could be a decrease in muscle mass. Heck, it could even be a decrease in bone density. Why use something that's going to be totally ambiguous in that measurement? So what exactly should you be using to gauge your progress in your journey? I highly recommend using a circumference measurement. Get a tape measure and measure right around your abdomen. Use your belly button as your landmark and get a reading. Now this is going to be good because it gives you a baseline at the start, and if it's decreasing continuously, you know you're burning fat, especially if you have a bigger waistline. Granted, some of that weight loss could be bloating, especially right off the bat if you're going from eating junk food every day to eating a more healthful diet that doesn't include a ton of sugar or wheat. You'll see a decrease in water weight a little bit, and that'll show up here as well. But if it continues to go on down the line, where you're continuously losing weight, you know you're on the right track with just that. Our second implement that we want to use, and there's other tools for this as well, is the caliper. The caliper and the method that we use, we can use a one-site pinch where we pinch a spot in the abdomen and get a measurement, and we put it into a calculation that gives us a pretty good estimate of what your body fat percentage really is. Now, this is a pretty good way to do it. It's a little more invasive. Other gym facilities out there have what they call bioelectrical impedance, where you're holding a handheld thing and it shoots an electrical impulse through your body. No, it's not going to shock you, but it'll give you an estimate of what your body fat percentage is. Those are those are fairly inaccurate compared to this. And there's other more advanced techniques as well. But if you use this, use a circumference measurement, you know between those two, if numbers are decreasing, you know you're on the right track. The scale and the scale alone does not give you the entire picture, nor does it tell you what type of weight that you're losing. Remember, if you're on your fat loss journey, you want to be burning fat. You don't want to be losing muscle mass. You don't want to be losing bone mass. So get an accurate and comprehensive portrayal of what's going on. I highly recommend getting a qualified professional to use the calipers if you know someone who does. Second best is using the bioelectrical impedance. That's not as accurate, but it'll give you a decent ballpark estimate of where you are. And the good old-fashioned tool of the tape measure will always give you a pretty good measurement of where your belly fat is in terms of how big you are or how small, and that's not going to lie. Now, with that, I will say, if you had pizza last night, if you're usually eating fairly healthy and you have a cheat meal like pizza the night before, and you're trying to measure that next morning, chances are you're going to be a little bloated and the number is going to be a little off. So just be sure when you're using the tape measure, you're using it on a days where, or especially the mornings before you eat, where you didn't have a cheat meal the night before or within the previous couple of days. Thank you for tuning into this week's video coaching newsletter brought to you by Brown Performance and Fitness. Please join our Brown Performance communities on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And as always, if you liked my help on your fitness journey or fat loss journey, please shoot me a direct message or shoot me an email at adam.fitness.revolution@gmail.com. Thank you and have a wonderful day.